Hey folks, Donna Hastings here. How are you? I hope all is well in your world. And I'm going to bring you some real estate numbers for Pinellas County. So here we go. In Pinellas, in April, we had a total of 2,210 new listings come on the market. And we had 1,747 close in April. So that's about an 80% absorption rate. So the properties that are coming on the market to what's sold, about 80% of them go right to selling in the same month that they were listed. Now it took the seller about 14 days to go under contract, and on average, the seller got 102% of their asking price. So on average, sellers are getting more than what they're asking, and it's only taking a couple of weeks. And that's the average. Some sellers are putting it up on the market on Thursday and getting multiple offers over the weekend and going under contract on Monday. That's what's happening here in Pinellas County. So let's see. The highest sale we had in Pinellas County for April was $6.9 million. And that was for a home right on Gulf Boulevard, right on the beach side in Indian Rocks Beach. No surprise there. Hey, let's compare some of these numbers to last year and see what happened. So last year for 2021 in April, there was a total of 2,275 new listings. So for new listings from April last year to April this year, we're about the same. Nothing real big right there. Now let's look at the closed units. In April of 2021, we had 2,162 properties sell, and we had 2,275 come on the market. So that's about 100% absorption rate. So our absorption rate is a little lower. Does that mean we're landing or going into a shift? No, not really. We're still going to look at the numbers and still keep updated on them, and the numbers will tell us as we go if we are in a shift. But here's the thing. What defines a seller's market and a buyer's market and a neutral market? Because without knowing that definition, you don't know if we're in a shift or not. So the definition is a seller's market is 5 months of supply of inventory or less. A balanced market is about 6 months, and a buyer's market is when we have 7 months of inventory or more. And depending on whose market you're in, that is the individual who gets to control the market, meaning the pricing and the terms and things like that. So in a strong seller's market, the seller is dictating more so the price, and buyers have to do what buyers have to do to win the bid. And the opposite is true when we're in a buyer's market. Then the seller has to do and take care of everything that the buyers are asking for to be able to sell. So we are in a heavy seller's market. We have about a month's supply of inventory this year, and last year it was about a month's supply. So we need to have more properties on the market and get us up to 5 months supply of inventory before we can say we're really in a shift, okay? So we've got a long way to go. We need a lot more inventory to make it turn around and be an actual buyer's market or a shift in the market. Now let's talk about price. I told you the average price that sold in April of this year was $482,000. What was the price last year in 2021? The average price in Pinellas County was $411,000. So if you bought last year to this year in Pinellas County, on average, you probably made around $70,000 in equity. That's amazing, okay? All right, what else? So the other thing I wanted to tell you, active properties that we have right now. If you are a buyer searching for properties right now, in Pinellas County, there's 1,431 properties that are active on the market right now. And about half of those are single family homes. The other half is condos, manufactured homes, documiniums. Yes, people do sell docks for boats. Okay, so those are pretty much the numbers for real estate and what's sold and the equity. Let's talk just a tad bit about interest rates, because interest rates have gone up. Now they're still at an all-time low and a great number besides the fact. It's just that we've been seeing 3% and 4%, and there was an occasion, a couple of months that we saw 2% for an interest rate. And so now that we're up to 5, yes, we're up to 5 and over 5, depending on what you're putting down in your credit score, people are starting to get nervous. Oh my God, the interest rates have gone up. They have, but they're still a great rate overall. It's a lot better than in the 80s when the interest rates were 13, 15, 18%. So it's still a good time to buy because of the low cost to borrow money. And here's another thing that I wanted. Oh, so did I tell you interest rates, 30-year fixed is a 5.8, a 15-year fixed is 4.7. So I'm also going to include an attachment to an article. The article is titled "The Future of Home Price Appreciation and What It Means for You," because everybody's freaked out about the prices have gone up. We think that there's another bubble coming and that it's going to burst and prices are going to go down. Well, there's not a whole lot of people that are experienced in the market, and economists, etc., that feel that the housing price is going to hit a bubble. So this article is going to share a little bit of information with you, and here's what they said. Pulse Economics just released the latest home price expectation survey, a survey of a national panel of over 100 economists, real estate experts, and investment and market strategists. In forecasts, home prices will continue appreciating over the next 5 years. Below are the expected year-over-year rates of home price appreciation based on the average of all of 100 projections. So in 2022, the average projection is a 9% home price appreciation. In 2023, the average is a 4.74% price appreciation. 2024, 3.67% price appreciation. 2025, 3.41% appreciation. And in 2026, 3.57% price appreciation. So these 100 economists, etc., feel that over the next 5 years, that the prices are still going to appreciate. And so that means let's buy today. We can help you find a house today. We truly can. And you would want to do that before the interest rates continue to rise. So we don't know what's going to happen with the interest rates, and you really can't predict interest rates 5 years from now. And yes, there are a lot of things that can happen in the world with a war and pandemics and things like that can change those projections for sure. But the biggest thing I want to share with you is from that article and those economists is that it's highly unlikely that the prices are going to burst in a bubble and come down. So if you're thinking about buying, or you're thinking about selling where you're at and buying, but you're waiting for the prices to come down, don't think that's going to happen. Now, if we're in the higher price point categories, closer to that million, okay, the $1 million price range properties, those can have a little bit of an adjustment in price. I can see more of those coming down on price rather than the average price, that 400,000 or anything 600 or below. I don't see a bubble happening there. Okay, so that's a lot of numbers for you, and I hope they all make sense. If they don't, I'm happy to chat with you one-on-one. Certainly can call me, text me, whatever I can do to help, I'd be happy to. Donna Hastings, give me a call. You know how to reach me or reply to this email. And happy May. I hope all the mothers out there have a wonderful, wonderful, happy Mother's Day. Take care, folks. Oh, and check out the events below. There's a lot of things happening in our county that you might want to attend. Take care.